Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Madden Money Shot, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. Got some plays for you today out of most defensive playbooks. I'm using the Rams because they made it to the Super Bowl. So from now until the Super Bowl, I'm pretty much going to be using the Rams and the Patriots just to kind of celebrate them. I mean, they're where every team wants to be. So I'm just going to be using them. There's no more, way to read into it other than that. Not necessarily their playbooks, unless you guys want to see their playbooks. Let me know in the comment section if you do. But like I said, they're the only two teams playing, so we're going to use them. Other than that, I got a defensive play. I'm using the Eagles book because that's actually the playbook that I've been using for some time. I use the Eagles playbook because they have the 4-3 wide 9, which is a really good formation, and a lot of other really good formations. But that's about the only play that they don't have, or the only formation that they don't have. Aside from the Patriots, which is also a book that I use from time to time. But for right now, I'm going to be focusing on the nickel double A gap, and I'm going to be giving some new wrinkles into the mid blitz, which if you guys follow my channel, for the most part, the mid blitz has been an outside blitz. You get, I've shown you guys ways to get pressure off the edges without really, just pretty instant heat coming off the edge. Well, now I found a way to make it an A-gap blitz. A couple of different ways, rather. There's about 3 different ways that you can get pressure with this defense right up the A-gap, and I'm going to show you that in today's video. So I'll start off by picking that, and then the other side, like I said, we got our Patriots. I'm on the other side because I'm hoping the Patriots lose. Let me know in the comment section who you guys are pulling for, who you guys will think will win that game. I'm just, the Patriots, they've won enough, haven't they? Haven't they won enough yet? So on the other side, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to pick, actually, I'm going to pick a play specifically that has a motion to it because of the way that the computer is in practice mode. They won't let me do one of the adjustments unless I'm set. So it's hard to explain, but I'll try to find a play that has a motion to it. So here we go, the PA wide receiver, and we're going to pick that. So first off, I'm going to show you guys the original adjustment. I'm just going to run it one time because, like I said, if you followed my channel at all, you know this is one of my favorite plays. The original way that I ran this defense is I would just spread the line, and then I would bring the safety user and the running back down into the A gap here, which is like I said, this would basically force the 3 linemen in the middle all to crash in. They would all kind of come in like I'm blitzing, and then the outside players would be stuck. You'd have 2 guys, 2 tackles blocking 3 players, so somebody would always come in. Even if the running back was blocking, a lot of times it would still come in. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to do that here. I always guess pass too, by the way. If you don't guess pass, the running back a lot of times will get tackled in play actions. If you guess pass, they won't try to tackle the running back in play action. They'll tackle the quarterback. So like I said, I will guess pass. You also want to make sure you align these guys, what I'm saying, manually, because you don't want, if this guy's all the way over here, obviously there's a lot of space for Gronkowski to make a play. So I like to align them. But sometimes it'll give away what you're doing too, but it's all good. So like I said, let's just come down this gap, wait for this, they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna do this motion now. Because and that a lot of times will change the responsibility too, so like I'll have to cover them now, but like I said, I need that motion for one of the adjustments. You can see right there the quarterback has no chance, but like I said, I mean, this is something that I've put out quite a bit. The play action helps too, like I said, but you see you got 2 guys coming off the edge here. I mean, the play action running back stops one of them, but you can see the real point of me coming down into that A gap is this guy. He ends up blocking nobody. You can see at the beginning he gets a piece to me, but I meant to go in coverage anyway, so I just go back and he ends up blocking nobody, and that's why the play works. But the new way too, one of the new ways that I like to do it is I like to actually spread the linebackers and spread the line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to time my opponent's snap, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send them back down. Now let's go ahead and let's take a look at the replay real quick. Now we're just in the replay mode here. You can see how even though the QB got it off because it's Tom Brady, there's you can see how we get an A gap pressure, which is what I'm trying to do here. So these guys, as it's not going to show in the replay that they were walking back into to their position, and basically because they're further back than the linemen, the outside 4 linemen, the guards and the tackles, have to respect those outside linemen because they're closer. You know what I'm saying? That's typically how this works. And because of that, the center here basically has to choose between 2 guys, and whoever's closer he's going to take. So the guy on the left is just slightly closer. That's why he's going to go ahead. He's going to go over to the guy on the left, and it's going to let this guy just run right through the A gap. Now that, like I said, Tom Brady, he gets it off. I forgot to mention, you probably want your fastest guys at the middle linebacker spot. I might have to change that real quick, but you can see how easily that play works. Now, the only reason that I'm running plays against, you know, I'm using a play on the offensive side that has a motion is because you can't run a play when you're still moving around, or like when these guys are getting set. The computer won't snap the ball in practice mode, so that's the only reason that I picked that. Reality is, most of the times you're going to have to, you know, guess when it comes to running it like this, which is why I came up with some other ways to run it. So you can, like I said, this is really good because when you get it right, if you get it right, a lot of times they get a really good acceleration boost. Like right here, I expect that to get in. They actually got caught up. I'm not even entirely sure why. But like I said, it's a little bit iffy because you might not get the timing down. So that's why I came up with another way to do it, which is, you know, all you really need is one of these guys to be down here to the point where the other one is coming in late to get the pressure. Now, EA has this thing where, you know, they won't allow you to move guys to the line because it's like a gap stacking technique, and it used to be really really good. So I find that if you bring one guy down, which you know eventually will force him to stand back up, because that's how EA's programming is. They don't want you to do that gap stacking thing. That once he stands up, you can go ahead and you can just hit RB and then down to return the linebackers in, and he won't return. So now you're going to see that I did that. It's going to have, you know, the one guy's going to stand back and the other guy's going to stay down, and it's going to have that same effect. You can see right there. He comes in. I probably should have been covering that running back, which is my assignment, more than looking into the backfield, but it doesn't really matter that you complete the pass. So let's go ahead. Let's watch the instant replay. Like I said, I'll go over that again because I know that might be a little bit difficult for people. That's probably one of the harder ones to do. But you can see right here, same result. He's just running in with no issue because we're getting that same A gap. This is a way easier way to do it once you learn how to do it. But realistically, it's a little bit harder to set up for some people. So like I said, I'll go over it again. So like I said, we're going to go over that step by step now. We're spreading the line on every variation. Doesn't really matter. Then we're going to stand everybody up, which is RB up on the left stick. Let me just start. So like I said, LB up on the left stick spreads them. RB up on the right stick stands them up. And then, like I said, just bring one guy down. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll make him stand back up automatically. Once I bring him down, he'll start to walk back. As he does that, I'll be hitting RB and down on the left stick again to bring this linebacker back. This guy's permanently fixed here, and he's permanently going to be my guy that comes on the pressure. Now, if I want to, I can also like hover over here. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of stay over here just to try to pull linemen more my way. But I don't think it really has an effect if you want to know the truth about it. It's not necessary, but I know that I got to cover that running back anyway, so it doesn't really hurt. But you can see, like I said, right here, he just loops in free. And then you can see he doesn't catch the ball because it's tight man coverage. So like I said, let's watch the replay one more time. Like I said, I'll go over the steps one more time. I don't typically write these in the description, but I will try because, like I said, I know this is going to be hard for some people because it's so unique. But like I said, every time you're going to have somebody coming in free right up that A-gap. And if it wasn't a shotgun, if it was like a single back set or something like that, he'd be getting really damaged. But like I said, we'll do this adjustment one more time because, like I said, I know it'll be tough. It doesn't matter which guy you want, but whoever's faster should be the guy that you bring down into the gap. And since I think Barron's faster, I'm just going to bring him down, wait till he walks back up, and then hit R1 down on the left stick so that my linebacker comes back in, which is not letting me do. So yeah, there we go. So I guess it kind of worked out. So here we go. Now we're just going to do the same thing. Hopefully we'll get that pressure. I don't know. It was kind of a weird setup. And you can see, like I said, he gets that pressure. And I probably should be, like I said, I'm not really covering my guy. I'm just kind of staring in the backfield to make sure the pressure gets in. So then to end this video, you know, I think that the cover 3 plays off of the cover. I mean, you can run cover 2. It doesn't really matter. But I feel like the cover 3 mirrors the cover 1, or the, I'm sorry, the mid blitz the best. So realistically, I think that mixing this in, I mean, one of the reasons that I decided to start running this play like this is because when you come out in the mid blitz, your opponent a lot of times will recognize the formation. They'll pretty much know that you're going to throw a man blitz at them, and they'll just start running crossing patterns, which obviously can give this play some trouble. But I mean, honestly, I can use a lot of those plays regardless. But you know, it's still good to have something to mix in. So what I like to do is I like to come out in a cover 3, and since this is pretty much going to be the same setup, I'm just going to show you how I'd run the cover 3. We're just going to go random gun now. So, you know, like I said, we're going to do the same setup would apply, just making your opponent think that, you know, you're running that same mid blitz, and then they're going to be throwing into coverage. That's the idea. I would use this guy here. I could probably bring this guy in a little bit, make it look like it's a man coverage, and then I'm going to use this guy here, and it's the same idea. And then eventually your opponent will see you doing that setup, and they'll just start throwing into the yellow zones, which is the idea. So like I said, I don't know what this play is necessarily. It looks like we have just a quick throw. Obviously I'm not expecting heat here. If you want to, if you just want a zone coverage, you can still blitz these guys. You know what I'm saying? If you want to blitz all, if you want to get super aggressive and blitz them, you can do that, and you'll get the same look, because that's you just have a little bit more user. You have to control. You really have to blitz. You have to pick everybody up a lot better on your end in the back side. But this outside guy here, I can roam however I want. And you can see that was just a straight up screen. So I have no idea what the pressure would have looked like there. But the bottom line is you only have 5 zones, but if you're a good user, you have coverage. So let's just go ahead and run it one more time. Let's go ahead, let's do this. I got the bell going in the background. So like I said, this is a good position here. He didn't go back too far, which is nice. So hopefully, that'll be, like I said, he's got to take the check down pretty much every time. I'm sure the pressure was there. He only got about 2 yards. So here we go. Same result. It's always there. You just need the extra blitzer. And then, like I said, I was in good position. I was covering pretty much all 3 guys. You see how quickly the balls come out. I mean, Tom Brady, what does he take? 3 steps and then boom, he has to get that out. And that's Tom Brady's forte anyway. So I mean, that's what he does in real life. But that's that's pretty much the only option. You have to get that ball out immediately. So if you're playing this, hard flats might be the play. You know what I'm saying? Hard flats, covering short routes, be smart enough to do that. The pressure's going to be there instantly, and a lot of times by more than one guy. But you can see, this guy's coming in quick. You can put safeties. If you have like a 90-speed safety, you can put safeties at those middle linebacker spots too, which is key. So that's it. I'm going to end the video there. If you guys want to see more plays like this, more defensive plays, more blitzes, do me a favor to like button. I'll do that. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. Money out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.